The rock-firm conviction of I am Brahman self, Aham Brahmasmi, is the sure sign of firm abidance in the self. Abidance in that conviction, under all conditions, is true divine worship, meditation, mantra recitation, right conduct, contemplation, true yoga, and wisdom of the self. Whatever appears as Maya, that delusive veil of the one appearing as the multiplicity of many, and the confusing power of the Absolute, which plays as creator, mind, and world of names and forms, is really the pure Brahman self only, and not apart from the self. Steady abidance in the rock-firm conviction born of the direct experience of I am Brahman self is the greatest yoga. Total dissolution of the mind, true renunciation, and liberation as well. Whatever names and forms are seen by me as self in the nocturnal dream are not anything apart from self. Even so, this world seen by me as self in the daytime dream called the waking state is nothing apart from me, the awareness self that I am. The wise one gives up all differentiation of self and non-self and abides as pure self only. The world of the waking state dream is fleeting in nature, just as it is in the nocturnal dream of the night. Whatever is seen in the waking state disappears during deep sleep. Since I, as pure self, exist alone and always, there is no room for thoughts of a world. I, self, Brahman, is the sole existence. No world exists during the absence of the mind, and there is no mind apart from awareness. So mind and world are nothing apart from the self, and I am ever that sole existence, awareness, Brahman self. The wise one abolishes all differentiation of self and non-self. I see neither mind nor world during deep sleep. In the nocturnal dream, there is mind, which creates the appearance of a dream world. And this dream world is falsified also in the daytime dream called the waking state. But I, as self, exist always. Discriminating like this, one must give up all differentiation of self and non-self, and ever abide rock firm as the thought-free, alert, awareness, self, Brahman. All diversities of world, mind, and Maya, which appear through the power of Brahman, as well as wakefulness, dream, and deep sleep, and the idea of you and me, are all fleeting. And yet, not apart from the self that I am. Thus, the wise one gives up all thought of self and non-self, and abides as self only. In dim light, the illusion of a snake is seen in a rope, and this snake is nothing but rope. Even so, all illusion of non-self exists in the self only. Thus, the wise one gives up all thought of self and non-self, and ever abides in the peace of the self. In the wisdom of integral experience, I am the non-dual, transcendental, motionless, peaceful, bondage-free, notion-free, sky of pure awareness, consciousness. With this direct experience, reject all differentiation of self and non-self, and ever abide in the peace of Brahman self. Give up all practices and techniques that aim at an outcome, and release all religious dogmas and diverse spiritual strivings, and be ever satisfied in simple abidance as the self only. Only those who contemplate the formless being self, the pure supporting screen and background reality of all manifestation, gain the pure experience of the natural state known as sahaja nirvikalpa samadhi. Apart from this devotion to the alert peace, eternal, of awareness self, liberation cannot be found. The non-dual being, existing in deep sleep, conjures up a world in the dream state. Even so, the shadow world conjured up in the daytime dream called the waking state, is the work of that same power inherent in one's Brahman self. Abiding firmly in the direct experience of pure Brahman self, one finds that the mind and all its confabulations are lost forever. Remain firm in the conviction, Aham Brahmasmi, and reject all thoughts like I am the body and this world is real. If one maintains this conviction, the false beliefs will drop away just as a flower held in the hand slips away when one falls into deep sleep. One is solely responsible for their own liberation or bondage. Since the choice of destroying the restless mind or allowing it to roam at large rests with one only. Therefore, conquer the restless mind by steady abidance in the pure, thought-free awareness self only. This steady abidance is moksha. You are the Supreme Self, Param Atman. There is nothing apart from you. This we declare to be the ultimate truth. After a complete analysis of all the scriptures, by the holy feet of Lord Shiva, the formless being self, we swear this is the truth beyond all doubt. By the feet of the Sat Guru, we swear again. This is the truth of all the Upanishads, the teachings of the great rishis of yore. Give up all else for sole abidance in the Brahman self. Only move towards self, then all confusion and ignorance will be destroyed. Firm abidance in the self is the result through the fusion of wisdom, love, and peace-filled bliss. Liberation is attained. Only when all vasanas, as latent tendencies of mind, are eroded and scorched by virtues running through lifetimes, does one get the rare opportunity of studying this Ribhu Gita and practicing its tenets. By the feet of Lord Shiva, the formless being self, we declare that only those whose cycle of births and deaths has come to an end with this life will ever get this treatise in their hands, in their hearts, through their ears, and practice its teachings and find full abidance and liberation in the Brahman self.